12. I just realized this shit ain't gonna save me.
It's better.
Yeah.
Than right on your skin.
Okay, guys. Where my glove at? I dropped the glove. There's my glove.
This number.
What's the number?
Okay.
That's the number, guys. Look at it. Hold up. This the number, guys. If you out here right now, this the number. You call them niggas. What they do?
If you get arrested, this is an attorney that's like, I'll get protesters out of.
And get out my I don't want a misdemeanor.
Here, you want it?
Oh, you giving it to me? Energy.
Yeah, they're here.
Okay, energy, bro. Okay. Hold on, y'all. God damn. What's that green laser thing do? That's like some alien shit. This is Minnesota, Brooklyn Center, Minneapolis, bro. This the third fucking day. Look how deep it is. Look how deep this shit is. Look how deep this shit is. Look how deep this shit is. Look how deep we are, bro. Where the fuck are you? If you was in Minnesota right now, bro, why the fuck is you watching this live, bro? Why are you watching this live, bro? You a bitch. You just gonna watch us, bro. That's fucked up, bro. And I'm disappointed in you. My bad, bro. I'll poke your head.
What I do? I'm sorry, man. But I feel you, for real, though.
On dad now.
There's some people that ain't out here on a regular basis. Huh?
You got a water drop on there, that one?
Yeah. Will you walk over there with me just to get a...
Tanner, will you watch?
Water bottles going in. Flashbangs, gas. Police with hand tasers. Those are the flashbangs. Crowd continues to toss things over the fence.
Well, our country is cracking us like we're at war. We're getting upset about a fucking murder in our streets. Divide the state. Tell the truth. This isn't a back and forth. This is a one-sided battle. One-sided.
They have been given orders to disperse or face arrest. However, nothing seems to be moving much. I can smell the coup. Yeah. Okay, I'm in the middle of... What? Can you call him? Because I'm actually with... okay. All right. Okay, he's down the way a bit. I can go.
Now we're in violation of something. Y'all hear this shit? Now we're in violation of something. The fuck to be in violation? What's that?
Or interfere with peace officers will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.
Here comes the line.
Obstructing legal
Police
process,
line coming in.
which will be an additional crime.
Getty, they're trying to talk to you back at the station. Something about your shot.
What?
Something about your shot back at the station. Ryan called. I didn't know what he's talking about. Something like zoom in or go to something else.
They're on PLQ. They can talk.
Huh?
I'm on.
Yeah, they said they're calling you and he's not answering. You're not. Ryan Rablin.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609705.
The only thing I want to hear from you is you telling everybody you done smoking blacks.
Behavior and disperse peaceably.
Getty, you got
will
your
be
press
arrested.
badge out?
If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime.
Crowd tossing water bottles at the police line. They're coming in. Right behind you.
First to the north. This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609.705, unlawful assembly.
Law
If you do
enforcement.
not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you'll be
Wow.
arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist,
Oh
and
my
or
gosh.
interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50,
I don't know if you all can see
obstructing
that,
legal
but there is
process,
an
which
enormous
will be an
number
additional crime.
of law enforcement officers moving in. Enormous. I've never seen that. Not that many.
I ain't a child. I don't have a bedtime.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609.705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing the process, which will be an additional crime.
Press over here. Get out there, stop.
Here we go.
Back up to the vehicle.
Security pushing us back. We have security out here.
You got hard right.
All the umbrellas that are in the front of it. That again, you go back to some of the techniques that they pioneered out on the West Coast.
Time to go.
Why? Okay, we're being told we have to go. Media has to go.
We got a vehicle for you. We got a vehicle for you.
Fox 9, if you can hear me, we have to go.
Церемония цих.
Where am I supposed to get in?
Is it one of the flashbangs?
I got shot with a canister or something. Fuck.
Let me know if we need to go slow at all.
Fuck.
Let's just try and get you away from. All of this, okay?
Rubber bullet the other day, so it didn't feel like that. Hold on, y'all walking too fast. Slow down, slow down.
Are you badly hurt?
Yeah, hell yeah, my ankle was messed up. It's really, it hurts right now. I'm in like probably a past a 10 right now.
All right, let's get it. We're gonna get him to the hospital. He's made national news.
Shit. This ankle's really fucked up, yo.
Okay. Hey, can we get some strong guys over here? Anyone? No? Okay, cool.
What? Where the fuck my brother at, man?
We need help getting him somewhere.
Where you trying to go, bro?
Right there, my car over there.
What about?
You got it? Gratitude, bro.
You hit or just
Look, just pick your leg up, bro.
Yeah.
pick up? You good?
I'm going in front of that white truck right there. That car.
You good?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, bro.
Which car's yours?
In front of this white truck.
You good, bro?
Shit.
Okay, it's back. I see it.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609-705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and/or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process.
They have gotten several warnings out here, Kelsey. Sorry, it's a very fluid situation. They've moved the crowd northbound, and they've given them several warnings saying that they need to disperse immediately. And the law enforcement surrounding us has given us several warnings that they indeed are probably going to start using some irritants here shortly, telling the press to move out of the way. You can see the protesters there have their umbrellas up to shield them from whatever comes their way. Flashbangs have been used. We have seen some tear gas. Again, there's more warnings that you can hear there. You'll remember that just passed a motion banning police crowd control tactics, such as rubber bullets and tear gas. But that rule does not law enforcement organizations out here assisting. So far, I can see the State Patrol and I can see National Guard. So today comes with the resident.
Hold on, y'all.
Said protesters out here tonight have said that they're happy that she resigned. They're happy that the police chief resigned, but they want more. They want charges. And in fact, they want city authorities to deny their resignations and to fire them. So out here tonight, a very active scene, several warnings given, but the protesters don't seem to be going anywhere. Kelsey, Randy? Oh, shit.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609-705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and/or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime.
Brian. Yeah, I think this tree is good right now, just because then you're behind their line.
whoa, whoa.
What the hell's that?
That,
Pepper spray or fucking
Pepper
that powder shit that makes you cough.
pepper,
Yeah.
whatever, chemical irritants.
He just got shot with pepper. Yep. I was laughing.
Let's go.
Tree.
Yeah, exactly. We go from tree to tree. We've got. Phew! Yes, absolutely. Do you feel comfortable putting light on me or no?
No.
Okay.
God.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol.
I'm putting you
You
on
are in
camera.
violation of Minnesota State Statute 60905, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you'll be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime. Media and press, you must leave the area. Media and press, leave the area now. Kelsey, well, they are pushing this crowd northbound, but the crowd isn't going anywhere. The crowd is not dispersing. They've given several warnings. They're also telling, as I think you heard, they're telling press and media to get out of the area. They have been letting off chemical irritants, and giving warning after warning. I have witnessed protesters throwing water bottles. Fireworks have gone off. So this is unlawful, they're saying, unlawful assembly. So while we are still the throwing of items at the National Guard and at this line of State Patrol, they're saying that is unlawful, and that is why they are dispersing the chemical irritants. Randy, Kelsey. I would say at this point they outnumber the demonstrators that are out here, and this started about 30 minutes ago. That this State Patrol line, you can see them in the neon vests, that they're the ones that are pushing forward. They started the 9 o'clock newscast and they started pushing northbound. They now outnumber the demonstrators, Randy. Yes, I've witnessed things being thrown at the National Guard and the State Patrol. Sorry, it's a little hard to hear out here. I can hear you guys, but they continue to give the demonstrators these warnings. Yes, I've seen things thrown at law enforcement, and also I've witnessed.
The curfew has not been instated yet. I think it's 10 p.m. Here's another dispersal order for the media that we must, media and press must leave the area. So that's pretty wild. Some water bottles are getting thrown every now and then at the police, who are responding with such. Again, this is for Daunte Wright, a 20-year-old who was killed. He was unarmed. Daunte Wright was unarmed and not too far from this area, and he was shot and killed by Kim Potter, who is the head of the union of the police here in Brooklyn Center. Kim Potter had also helped sort of cover up Kobe Heisler's murder just a few years ago here in Brooklyn Center as well. Again, this is Kim Potter we're talking about. She is the murderer of Daunte Wright, and she is the reason why people are out here. She has extra security at her house. There's a fence, there's barricades, and many cops protecting her house. Very nice plush house out in Champlain, I believe. The police are just unloading on these folks. And they're doing nothing. They're standing there with umbrellas. It's a very big threat to the police right now at this point. They have pulled up National Guard trucks onto the apartment building steps, basically, almost up to the steps of the apartment building here. That apartment building and this one over at 6700 have just been getting the brunt of police munitions, tear gas, and just overall occupation of their house from the police forces and authority forces, or law enforcement. So again, National Guard is very active today. You can hear the leaf blower in the background. Here's what the police see, a crowd of people and then a gaggle of press. The crowd has dwindled since all of the munitions have been shot. Really, since the unlawful assembly order was given, a lot of the people had sort of started leaving. Again, Daunte Wright, 20 years old. He was pulled over on expired tabs. He also had an air freshener hanging from his rearview mirror.
Minnesota State Patrol, you're in violation of Minnesota State Statute 09705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you'll be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and/or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 09.50, obstructing the legal process, which will be an additional crime.
Fuck Quill! Fuck Quill! Fuck Quill! Fuck State Patrol! Fuck Quill! Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets?
Again, so Daunte Wright, he was 20 years old. He was on 63rd Ave. He was pulled over for expired tabs. The police ended up trying to take him in on a warrant. The warrant was actually never sent to his house. So that's another side of the story that maybe is not focused on as much, that the warrant was never even sent to his house. The clerk either messed up, either the clerk or somewhere in the courtroom realm. You see the metal part, that's the 40mm marker round, and that's what's been hitting people. There is a foam part of it, as you can see here. The person tried to grab some water for them, and he was met with getting hit with a marker round, as you just saw what a marker round looks like. They also have the spindles. I'm not really sure what the circular grenade joints are called, CS grenades. I'm not really positive if that was one. But we've seen Safariland, Defense Technology, Combined Systems, and I'm sure there's a few other ones that I'm missing. Those are the ones we've seen so far. We've seen HC gas, CS gas, triple chasers, 40mm marker rounds, and a few other munitions that the police are using. A lot of tear gas, CS gas. So again, tear gas is actually banned in warfare. It's a chemical weapon, yet American police are allowed to use it. Quick side story, apart from Daunte Wright, is that okay, during the uprising last year, there was a person who came from Illinois to take part in the uprising. Didn't like George Floyd getting killed, He filmed some of his actions. He ended up getting got on a federal charge of arson. I think he just pled guilty the other day. I'm not sure if it was the arson charge or one of the other federal charges it was. But we did a little report on that, and the reason I bring it up is because inside the courtroom during one of the trial hearings that I attended, as press, oh, there's finally the shields coming. I'm not going to be able to show you all because they're behind. So anyways, they brought an FBI agent inside the courtroom, and he testified that he was the head agent of the FBI here in Minneapolis. One of the, he was.
If you continue to obstruct, resist, or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing the legal process, which will be an additional crime.
So he said the head of the FBI's chemical weapons group or management or whatever. He said specifically that there was chemical weapons, or there was like a bomb that was used. A WMD is what it was called. Was there any WMDs during the George Floyd uprising? And the FBI agent said, well, sort of, and it was from the police. And so it's very interesting interchange that I witnessed that we reported on as well. You can check it out on our website. But the reason I bring it up is because he said specifically, the FBI agent in charge of WMDs here in Minneapolis said specifically, or Minnesota, that WMD is tear gas. Tear gas is not allowed, is banned in warfare, but yet the police here can use it. Anyways, it has a ton of health effects that are super negative to your system. They've been using inerts. Yesterday they were shooting inerts. Those are little tiny balls, talcum powder balls, and they smelled like deodorant or baby powder, and they have pepper in them, and they are known to cause cancer. And so the munitions that the police are using on these, what I've seen is 90% peaceful protesters, and you know, it doesn't even matter if it's like peaceful or not, but essentially these are folks that are airing their grievances. And right at this point, they're just sitting there saying don't shoot, and they have umbrellas to protect themselves, and they're getting shot with cancer-causing chemical warfare munitions. So it's just one of the simple delicacies of American life in the United States of America. So now these youth at their, it's like twins that are up here living, just get to have all of this at their doorstep. And again, this is a response to the police killing 20-year-old Daunte Wright during a traffic stop. Kim Potter moved aside the other officer, said she was grabbing her taser, clearly reached to her strong side, and shot and killed Daunte Wright. He was 20 years old, he was a father.
You want to arrest us? You want to arrest Kim Potter? Murder!
She has not been charged. She resigned today. The police chief resigned. The city manager was fired. The mayor has taken over the police department. So a lot of changes have already happened, but the officer is not charged. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah. You're safe.
Disperse peaceably, you'll be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing the legal process, which will be an additional crime.
What kind of peace officers shoot and blast your area? You're not peace officers, you're violence officers!
Police making more moves. Officers are all the way into the yard. Once again. So they're bringing the cars, doing sort of the same exact formation as we saw yesterday. So they'll bring the car up, they'll flank the car with, so they're bringing 2 cars up. They'll separate the cars once they get past this apartment complex. When they, whoa, they just shot the mess out of those folks. Again, this is right in front of apartment complex. So as I was saying about the cars, they'll bring both of the cars up till they get to about the strip mall area. Then they'll send one of the SWAT trucks into the strip mall area, likely like they did yesterday. We saw numerous SWAT trucks out here. I can't even remember all the specific ones. I think we saw St. Louis Park, Anoka. Anoka had a couple. I think we saw Brooklyn Park. We saw some Eden Prairie police officers. But there's this a huge multi-jurisdictional West Command unit, West Command force.
These racist cops have got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist cops have got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist cops have got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist cops have got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! These racist cops have got to go!
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and/or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing the legal process, which will be an additional crime.
Hey, you want to talk about it? All right. That's cool. You say you got kids that are crying from it?
Kids, the parents all
Hey man, y'all got smoke all up in the kids, can't even breathe.
Kids up in here, man, calm down.
Hey, y'all can walk forward without shooting that shit. Stop shooting that shit. There's kids in here.
Up in here, man, come on, now.
Y'all can walk forward without shooting that shit in front of the
Y'all
kids.
take that shit down and down.
And it's getting in the house with the doors with the windows open.
With the windows open because they got kids out up in here.
Stop throwing this shit at them.
Stop throwing shit.
Hey man, hey, y'all can do some peaceful shit. Stop that. Back up.
Stop throwing shit.
Watch out.
It's kids. It's kids in here. It's kids. Hey.
What about the kids, y'all? They fucking kids.
Hold that up.
What about the
Hold
kids?
that up. It's kids.
These kids ain't got nothing to do with this.
Y'all holler
What
on
about
front
the
of
kids?
yourself. It's kids.
Y'all don't care about the kids.
It's kids up in here. Hey, y'all hold this up. It's kids. It's kids up in here. It's kids up in here.
Kids, y'all don't give a fuck. I don't think I do your job. Find a different way to crowd control. This is not okay.
Stop shooting the stuff, man, and walk them back.
Walk them back.
Walk them back. You ain't got to shoot the stuff. Walk
Too
them back.
much. It's
Walk them
too
back.
much. Y'all have to. This is why my kids are scared of y'all. They're scared. They don't understand what the fuck is going on. Figure it out.
It's a little argument now. The man is mad now. He's blaming the protesters at this point. He did start, blaming the police. That definitely stopped the police shooting over here, that's for sure.
You will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609. Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime.
See, it makes me think that she's on the other side. I don't see anything.
Ian and Brett, you need to leave the area. Ian, Brett, leave the area now.
The line's still here with the umbrellas. I don't want to be in your shot, man. Yeah, again, there's tons of children in this apartment complex that we're standing right behind. And the police have been using tons of munitions out here. Still a few hundred people out here.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609-705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and/or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime. Media, leave the area. Ian and Brett, leave the area. You gonna leave?
the fucking world. All we deal with in Minnesota. We deal with a lot of bullshit. Racism. How many more black folks is that gonna keep killing, man? How many more black folks? How many more kids ain't gonna have no fathers? Huh? We still ain't done with Georgia.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You're in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime.
We on this fucking streets. We not going nowhere.
You must leave
We
the
need
area.
justice. We need
Media
justice
and
to be
press,
served.
leave the
We
area.
need media to stay here and show everything that's going on. We're not fucking leaving. I want y'all to stay here and show everything that's going on to the fucking world. Because this is pure racism. We got people over here who been working for 20, 30 years, and they're all fucking racist. We gotta abolish the fucking police department. We need to change our fucking laws. Our senators, our representatives, our city council, our mayor, our governor. We need changes. We need fucking changes, man. We need changes. We ain't going nowhere. I want them to shoot. I want them to shoot while I'm here. Shoot! I want y'all to shoot. I want them to shoot.
Like they're gonna come get him. They're running up. Ah, motherfucker shot me. Fuck you, man. Shot me right in the leg. Yep, I'm good. He knew he was aiming at too. He knew that. Fucking shooter. Sorry about my language, everybody. There's nothing but press up here. He knew he was shooting at. They're making a bunch of arrests back there.
Come on, man. You gonna block our camera? You still standing here, right?
Who are you talking to, man? You. Fuck out of here, man.
Trust me, man. You don't want it.
Okay, cool. I'm right here, though.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse
That's one of
peaceably,
their
you will be arrested.
munitions,
if you
I
continue to
think.
obstruct, resist, and
It's
or
now
interfere
underneath
with
the
peace
car.
officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime.
Oh no, there's a smoke bomb.
Media,
Some
leave
kind of
the
firecracker or
area
something?
now. Media and press, leave the area now.
Most of the protesters have moved back. They've moved the cars up. They're gonna make another move probably soon. But they really got a lot of protesters right there. They snatched at least, I'd say at least 20. They're still making a bunch of arrests behind the line. Again, apologies for the language. So again, people are chanting, say his name, Daunte Wright. All of the windows in the strip mall are boarded up. Yesterday when the police were making this move right about here, the Dollar Tree got lit up on fire. It did not burn up, obviously. Really good sprinkler systems. The police force is very deep behind this first line. You hear the crowd saying, "We'll be back." Seems like a lot of them are sort of leaving. Sort of quiet now after they snatched a lot of the group that was lagging behind as the police made their run for it. Again, there's probably at least a dozen arrests happening right now. They might just be detainments, or they might be trying to get them with riot charges for participating in a unlawful assembly with the umbrella. They are giving riot charges for other folks involved in a New Year's Eve demo.
Violation of Minnesota State Statute 609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and/or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing the legal process, which will be an additional crime. Media, disperse now. Disperse to the north. Media and press, leave the area.
Pretty much all that's left is press. There's at least 2-3 dozen press up here on the front line. A lot of them are leaving. So again, real quick, we'll go back over what's happened in these last couple of days. Sunday afternoon, about 2 p.m., Kim Potter, well, 2 officers, or police, I should say, Brooklyn Center Police, pulled over Daunte Wright while he was with his girlfriend. They just went to the car wash, from my understanding, something like that. And Daunte was told to get out of the car. He got out of the car. One of the officers was trying to arrest him. Daunte tried to get back in the car, or he did get back in the car while it was happening. Kim Potter, 26-year vet, head of the police union in Brooklyn Center, and a training officer, supposedly accidentally discharged her weapon into Daunte's chest or stomach, killing him. She said it was an accidental discharge based on the fact that she thought, or well, based on the premise of her thinking that what she was pulling was a taser. I've read that people have worked with this person in the past, Kim Potter, and they sort of know her as an avid racist. And so they do not believe, the people who know her, well, the one person that I've read who knows her specifically does not believe that it's an accident. She felt like it was on purpose. Anyway, a lot of the community also feels the same. And so Kim Potter, she was named yesterday, last night. We'll go back to Sunday at 2 p.m. Police killed Dante. They left his body out for about 6 hours. Many people gathered.
This is the
2 police cars were sort of smashed up a little bit.
Minnesota State Statute
They shot
609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime.
So
Media, leave the area. Media and press, leave the area now.
So they left Dante's body out on the street. Well, he was shot while he was in his car. His car rolled away up to the next block by 63rd and Catherine. From 63rd and Catherine, I think he got out of the car. They pulled him out of the car and tried to resuscitate him possibly, and I think he passed away right on the corner of 63rd and Catherine. Right now on 63rd and Catherine is a black fist that was created by the artist who created the first black fist at GFS, George Floyd Square. So Sunday, when people went a little smashy on the first 2 cars while the police were still doing their investigation, the BCA is investigating it, Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, and it's on Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman at this point to charge the officer. People are saying that the officer is going to be charged Wednesday. That's yet to be known. You can see the name of Isaac Aiden written on the wall over here. Isaac Aiden was killed by South Suburban Police. So back to the Dante Wright. Dante was left out in the street, as I said, for about 6 hours or 5 hours or something like that. After picking up his body and clearing the crime scene, the police left. People then moved to the police station, where the police shot a lot of munitions at people. The second night was the same thing. During the daytime, a lot of people continued to gather. There was a lot of different gatherings, different sort of protests and vigils at both the site where Dante was murdered as well as at the police station. Brooklyn Center canceled school for all the kids. So unfortunately, a bunch of the youth that were super excited to get back in school, have some social life again, were actually told to stay back home. And this is, again, because the police killed somebody, a 20-year-old. So the whole community has now faced a lot of consequence from Kim Potter's actions. We'll see if Kim Potter faces consequence from her actions. But right now, from what I know, is she's getting heavily protected at her home in a plush suburb.
Minnesota State Statute 609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime.
I think I just said
Media
that.
and press, leave the area. Media and press need to leave the area. Disperse to the north.
I just said that it's on Hennepin County Mike Freeman to press charges on Kim Potter. I think that's wrong. I think it's Washington County is now the ones who are sort of in charge of charging Kim Potter. So Kim Potter, again, is a training officer, the head of the Brooklyn Center Police Union. She's the president of the Brooklyn Center Police Union. And she's a training officer. And she supposedly made the life-taking mistake of pulling a gun instead of a taser. People are out here because of that. Not because they want to be, not because it's cold and they're like, yeah, I want to spend some time outside in the cold. No, because 20-year-old Daunte Wright was killed by police. This is a gentleman who was also sitting there before the police rushed first. On the last rush. Ooh. So again, those are the, I'm not really sure what they're called, but they shoot them in the sky. They shot them in the sky at this apartment building for the last 2 nights numerous times. Like over and over and over and over and over again. People are screaming from another apartment building across the street from inside their apartment at the police. Again, this is the police response to a community traumatized by the police actions. The police have just reacted with more and more violence and more aggression and more repression. And again, as we're talking about Kim Potter, she is being heavily protected, as I mentioned, in her plush suburb of Champlin. She has barricades and fences and around-the-clock police now protecting her house. She was placed on administrative leave. So there's just people like looking through the fence. Every now and then they might do some things and the police are reacting to that. So again, Kim Potter.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime. Media, you need to leave the area. Media and press, leave the area, disperse.
The things that they shoot are like flashbangs that explode in the sky. In a way, they're just like diversion devices. Not the ones that they were shooting earlier, though, yesterday and the day before. Those were specific diversion devices in like a little aluminum type of cylinder. I'm scared that this gentleman is going to get nabbed up very soon. It's most likely going to happen, but we'll see. Hopefully not. Police made a lot of arrests the last couple of nights. There was 40 arrests yesterday. From the protest itself, from the curfew.
Too many of us. Too many of us. Too many. We got a First Amendment right. You know what? You know what? Like God gave us a right to fucking live. Y'all took that away from Dante. A right to fucking live. That's not an American right. That's a human right. That's a fucking human right y'all took away from. I don't care. Y'all can arrest me, man, but I guarantee you, tomorrow, they're going to be Black Panthers, they're going to be everybody up in this motherfucking street. I can guarantee you that. You're going to be like, you scared, you see?
This is one of the sheriff's SWAT squads, probably in Anoka County, I'm not sure.
To protest, not to be violent. To protest. All the fucking senators, all that shit like that. Don't come to our fucking neighborhoods every 2, 4, 6 years to ask for a fucking vote. Like that's when we only fucking matter. We only fucking matter when we're asking for a fucking vote. But we don't matter when we actually breathe. I can't fucking breathe. Y'all keep fucking on my neck.
I can't breathe. Why y'all don't hear that shit? But when we say we're not voting Democrat, we're not voting Republican, we're not voting for none of y'all. Guess what? Y'all was all y'all fucking black votes, black and Latino votes. And y'all yell, we got to same neighborhood, terrorize us, and kill us. Yeah, man, I'm talking. I'm having a conversation with you. You know why? Because there's a mother out there who lost her fucking son. And I hope this resignation goes. The real hungry people right now. On this side. You gotta talk to the motherfucking commission. You don't fucking shit right. Some changes have to be made. There's no way a police officer can kill somebody. And they don't face no consequences at all. Come on, man. Even if Dante was white, we'll still be out here. Cause y'all not right for that shit, man. Y'all not okay for that. Come on, man. Y'all bring all the big ass guns and shit like we violent, bro. Like we violent. Am I violent? I got my phone in my pocket. And a water bottle. I'm violent. I'm gonna put your fucking knees on my neck. For how fucking long? We done with that shit, man. Do y'all know the city of Brooklyn Center was founded by a fucking KKK member? Y'all know that shit? The city of Brooklyn Center was founded.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You're in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609-705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you'll be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime.
What you're saying is,
Media and press, you are directed to leave the area. Media and press, leave the area now.
Brooklyn Center was founded by KK member Earl Brown. There it goes.
We are peaceful protest.
Shooting more rounds. Sorry, I can't zoom in much. We have some camera issues. Flip the screen upside down, so it's very hard to control what exactly you all see, so I'm trying to keep just a wide screen. Apologies for that. Because if you can imagine, everything is upside down for me on the screen. So we'll get that fixed for tomorrow. Either way, this is Nico from Unicorn Riot. We're here live on Humboldt Ave, Humboldt Avenue, yes. Very close to the police station. The police have moved up about half a block, pushed a lot of the protesters back. It's about the same exact formation as they did yesterday, where they're gonna push people back to the gas stations, fortify and secure the area. That's what they called it. They make arrests along the way. They've been clear to say that media are not exempt from this unlawful assembly. Yesterday they detained 2 media members, at least. I was one of them for a very brief moment. Louis Tran was another. Again, this is about people seeking justice for Dante Wright. Dante Wright was murdered again, as I keep mentioning, Sunday. And that's why people are out here. Seeking police accountability. Residents were leaving, saying fuck you to the police. Okay, so now the National Guard truck is in the parking lot of where, or like in the grass area, the front lobby area almost, of where that gentleman was saying, yo, we have kids here, and the lady. All of them, you know, not just one or two people. A bunch of people came out saying that they had kids there, and that's how the authorities care about that. They're like, oh, you don't want us here? Well, we're going to drive on your lawn. So again, the case is now on Washington County to charge the officer Kim Potter.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime.
When you shot, that they right.
Media and press, you need to leave the area. Media and press, disperse and leave the area.
Unlawful behavior! Y'all the unlawful motherfuckers, bro! Hey man, get out of here! Y'all keep making Hey, not a KKK history. How do I feel? What the fuck, bro? Them dudes in this gas shit, bro.
You hear the chant ACAB, all cops are bastards. There's still about a few dozen folks that are off in the distance. The police have just cleared up to this area where there's this second apartment building off of the one building that's after their police station. So their police station is back there behind that house looking thing. It might be a house, might be an apartment, I don't know. The police have secured all of that area back in behind that, as well as they're securing all of this area that you see. So if you can see those lights in the distance, those are tons of other authorities' lights that are sitting on the street on the other side of Humboldt. You can see downtown in the distance, the little purple glazing off.
Kimberly racist! Kimberly racist!
This is the Minnesota State Patrol. You are in violation of Minnesota State Statute 609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime. Media, you need to leave the area. Media, leave the area now.
Media can stay where they want. These are our screens. Stay back, oh. Oh, you the media? Oh, never mind. Hey! Well, y'all want to use the stuff first?
Again, this is the third night. This is the third night of protests against police killing of Daunte Wright.
You are turning against us.
They've now pulled up two possibly state trooper vehicles. The one on the left is a state trooper. I'm not sure what the other one is. So we're sort of in the similar territory as we were yesterday, where there's just a lot of police forces that are going to make their way, either make their way up this way, or I'm guessing this Lorenz bus service is with police, but hard to tell. I'm pretty positive, obviously, if they're like driving that close. So what people should be aware of is possible another kettle in a way. We heard them say on there, looks like one person got out on the scanner yesterday. They might just be putting all the officers back into this car. They've pretty much dispersed a lot of the bus. I mean, no, they're just gonna make a way for it. Well, I shouldn't say no, because this was probably their bus. So we might not see the police go all the way to Pump and Munch. We'll see. Pump and Munch and Clark gas station are right behind us. It's unclear. With the police force that they have behind them, I would be surprised if they wouldn't actually. But at the same time, they've been stopped here for quite a long time. I see a lot of movement around the sides and the back areas. I don't know if you can see the little vests moving around. There's just
on the lawn right there.
This is the Minnesota State Patrol.
Bevy
You're in violation of Minnesota State
of
Statute
authorities cars.
609705, unlawful assembly. If you do not cease your unlawful behavior and disperse peaceably, you will be arrested. If you continue to obstruct, resist, and or interfere with peace officers, you will be violating Minnesota State Statute 609.50, obstructing legal process, which will be an additional crime. Media and press, leave the area and disperse to the north. Media and press, disperse to the north. Do it now.
The media is there right here. They can't show eyes. Black lives matter here. Black lives matter here. Black lives matter here. Fuck 12. 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 Daunte Wright! 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 Daunte Wright!
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I wanted to go up on the roof, but we're done.